Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base. The Chuck of the Deuces. How we do, Texas, baby. Man, I does back. You know it is. Again, the only place gonna get it. Only place gonna get it. Only place gonna get it is right back of the base. The Chuck of the Deuces. How we do, Texas, baby. Man, I does back. You know it is. The only place you ever go get it, ever go get it is right back of the base. There's no only place else, only place else you ever get it right back of the base. And today's topic we're going to talk about it is today, and real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real one rise up, fake woman rise down. And today's topic we're going to talk about today again. I'm going to say it again. Today's topic that we're going to talk about today is today's topic. We want to talk about how we view in this society, how people view us. I mean, if you notice it, man, I don't know about you, but I get tired of people, how they view you in the whole entire world, but you're not like that. Now, you got some of us like that, and they being viewed how people view them. I don't like people being viewed me, because if you're not one of those things that people expect you to be, then they expect you to be these things. I ain't weak. I damn sure ain't weak from when it comes to Caucasian. I ain't weak from when it comes to my own. I ain't weak when it comes to my own women or nobody. Weak is something that you're not gained to man your strength, to gain your strength back and take what place and take what's left what's left to you to fight this prevent yourself from happening to you. Strong, you got to remain calm, remain strong, because you're going to get yourself through from these rough days, hard days. Always fight for the strong, but never fight for them to become from the weak. Fight for the main strong and keep maintain strong, but never fight to maintain them to be weak. But I'm going to show you what J Love 47, he wasn't lying when they view black men and how they view white guys. If you don't believe me, take a closer look of this. And even our own women look at us like that. Oh yeah, and then how they view them, and how white women view us. But everybody else, but they don't know us. They think they know us, but they really don't, just like we don't know them. But I'm going to show you this video, and J Love would break it down to you why the society likes that. Shout out to J Love, but I had to play this. But what he said right there was on point. Hear the video.
Boy J Love, and got some things that I want to talk about. In our society, we have certain beliefs. Whether the beliefs is realistic or not is not what I want to speak on. I think that if you have a average level of intelligence and you're capable of thinking logically and rationally, it's easy to determine whether or not these beliefs are relevant or not. But a lot of us feel like black men are more masculine. We're not more masculine per se, because masculine is basically how you carry yourself. I think a lot of us think that we have this false misconception that black men are stronger than other races of men. From what I've noticed something, and that's that a lot of black men go to white women or date women outside of their race because they make black men feel like men. You know, all black men have is our big dicks. That's all we really have to brag about. we haven't done nothing to make us feel powerful. It's nothing that we have done, you know, in American history to make us feel powerful. You know, you got the Martin Luther Kings and the Marcus Garveys and, you know, some other great leaders and, you know, blacks who have done some amazing accomplishments. You know, blacks, you know, created the traffic light, air conditioner, the engine, the first open heart surgery. So we have done a lot of things in society. But the white man is the one in control. The white man has all the power. The white man has all the money. The white man is the one that runs shit. The white man runs this fucking world. So to a lot of women, they look at the white man like the white man is the real man. They're the one with the power. And it may not be physical power or the way that they are built or, you know, black men, we had a certain swag about ourselves. This thuggish swag, this dangerous swag. And women of other races, they like that. It's all about our swag. Our dark skin. Our dark skin represents masculinity in our society. I talked about that before. We're viewed as thugs, as dangerous. This Mandingo warrior image and belief that has been in our society for years about black men being extra strong and extra masculine and dominant and the way we talk, the way we act. We got this vicious animal type mentality, you know what I mean? Whereas the white men, they conduct themselves in a more, you know, I guess you would say passive manner. You know, they're not as aggressive as us. Women of other ethnicities, this is why they date black men. They date black men because of this image that has been placed in our society that black men are extra strong and masculine and dangerous. Sorry for my voice, I got a little cold. Black women view white men as more powerful because of the power that they possess. You know, from an economical standpoint, they're in power, they're in control, they have more power. And we do have a black president nowadays, but I don't really think that that's going to change anything considering the fact that he's mixed. But I think a lot of times women of other ethnicities make black men feel more powerful, whereas though black women don't. You know, black women still think that white men is in control, which they are. So what is a black man? You know, I hear these images and, you know, black men are strong, but are we? Are we really the strongest men? Because white men been running us. We are the white men known name. Okay, we don't got shit with white men. Black men can't compete with a white man. White men brainwashed our minds. White men got control of us. We can't compete with the white man. We like young women compared to a white man. White men own us. They rule us. So are we really in control? Are we really as powerful? Are we really these Mandingo warriors? Because last time I checked, we ain't running shit. White men run shit. And that's why a lot of times, more oftentimes than not, black women don't respect black men. They respect the white man more. Because the white man has proven himself over and over again. The white man is in control. The white man has the power. And the white man can shut a black man down any day of the week because he has the money and the power. And this. That's what the black man don't have. Black men not smart. The black man too busy killing each other. The black man is too busy dividing each other with sexuality. We don't come together as a whole. We discriminate against the homosexual man. That makes our army just a little smaller. You got the gay black male, you got the straight black male. The straight black male, we discriminate against the gay black male, which is about 25% of the 100% black males that you have. So now you're left with, you're basically taking away 1/4 of the army. Right, so now it's only 75% of us, including the gays that be 100%. See, we don't think we divide each other with stupid shit. Light skin versus dark skin. The gender war. We're not smart. Black men are not smart. Never have been. No, I'm not saying that they have more intelligence than us, but they think smart. People, I've had so many brothers tell me to say, brother, the white man is smart. They know how to manipulate. They manipulate us when they came to Africa and enslaved our motherfucking asses. They are smart. We can have all the physical strength in the world. We can act like thugs and talk all we want, but they are smart. And that's why white man has maintained control over the world, because they are some smart motherfuckers, and we can't touch them intellectually. Yeah, we're intellectual. If we put our brains to use, we can excel, we can change, but we're not. White man, we are white man's little bitch. White man's sissy. And until we prove otherwise, we will continue to be. The white man will be in control. Not us, the white man. This is why a lot of times, I think a lot of black men, they feel more comfortable around white women and other racist women, because all racist women embrace them and make them feel like men. Whereas a black woman, they ain't doing that too much. Y'all comments, please.
I get what J Love 47 coming from. I hope y'all join up there. I agree with some of his points, but I disagree with him. But not because I disagree with him. It's the imagery is the problem, man. We need to protect our image. We need to look at what it means to be, how we view and how we conduct ourselves, reproductive and out ourselves. Because I'm gonna tell you something. White people were slaves too. And I'm going to make that for the record. Just because. And another thing. Quit thinking that you're inferior. They said the same stuff to them. And they said the same thing to Asian. They said the same thing because I am tired of people with this one mind attraction and not thinking the other mind from other attracted of a different mindset. See, I get what J Love 47 come from. But those of y'all don't know, he was talking about an incident. There was a guy, I don't know what his name was. It was a guy that, it was a white guy and it was a black man. They was out there in the bus stop. And he asked him, he said how he could find somebody could spit shine his shoes. And the brother got offended by that. But I can understand it. If he did, the white guy should have not told him to say that. But he might not say it, but he might say something else. That he's looking for something that somebody, a shoe polish, somebody can clean his, he's looking for a shoe place so somebody can clean his shoe. And the brother took that offense to it. Somebody, what he meant to probably say, he want him to spit shine for shine his shoe, because brothers don't shine shoes no more. That's back in the slavery upper times though. But they always put a pit among a black man and a white man. But they own both of them. They own both of us. And they don't give a damn about black men. What makes you think they give a damn about a white man? They don't. And anybody, other women who thinks that, you in the line naive, that you think. I don't know what to say to you. But we do need to protect their image. Because I'm going to tell you something else. If we want to know about what goes on to the Caucasian, we better understand their culture. Because they understand us. They know our culture. They know it very well. They know. I heard this from Charles Manson. I agree with anything he said. But that part when he said that you the first line of hate. I hate all white people. He said you made a present itself to hate you. They want to look like you. They want to dress like you. They wanted to be you. They love your woman just as much as you do. They know they put on they can put on their shoes just as clothes just as much as you do. He said black people are smart, ain't it? See, he said the other people, he said his other white brother sisters thinking that, they just a dumb Negro folks. We're not dumb, and they know we're not. Just like they ain't stupid. But we like to play dumb sometimes. A lot of people don't know the original Mason checkerboard. It come from the Black Panthers and the nation. It come from the Black Panther, the Nation of Islam, and the checkerboard. It come from the Aryan Brotherhood and the goddamn Ku Klux Klan. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but if you look at that checkerboard, they show a black panther playing with a checkerboard with the Ku Klux Klan. So that tell you right there they own both of them. It's between the moon and the sun. Between the cold and the hot. White can survive in the cold, blacks can't. And blacks can maintain stranded from the heat. White people can't stranded the heat. They get exhaustion when they get sweat. It has something to do that whites lost their melanin from the caves. I don't know how true that is. That explains why they tanned their skin so much. Because there was dark Caucasian in the early days of European. But somehow, some way, because Europe was cold. That was when the Ice Age was hit. Even the Stone Age. And somehow, some way, the more they stand of the blissament of cold, their skin is start tanning in. They became more dark Caucasian. They became more lighter Caucasian and red Caucasian, pink Caucasian. They lost the part melanin to redepth itself. But there's another story. They didn't lose their melanin. They lost it on purpose. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've been hearing about it. No wonder why they tanned their damn skin. No wonder the whole blackface was about. They want to know what it's like to be black, but at the same time they mock it because they still believe that black people are cursed. It has something to do in the fucking Bible. And Caucasian white Christians believe this. Look in your Bible again, because if you still believe that curse of the ham, no, you need to read it again, because it's blacking out for your sins when you molest your children. And not only that, he eat his son. That's cannibalism. Cannibal. When you say cannibal. When you say Canaan and cannibal, it's like cannibal, eat people. So that means Ham ate his son, and that's what started the whole thing in the first place. When Cain slayed his first murder, it was on a movie called The Tales of the Hood. Look at that movie when that black woman said it. You don't like what's wrong, Jerome. You don't like to see black people get killed, and that's what you're doing on your right, Jerome. Cain was the first murderer. He slayed his brother. And how many brothers have you slayed? Yeah. Cain killed his brother. Some say that Cain and Abel were white. But somehow when Cain killed his brother Abel, he went from a white man to a black man. I know it sounds funny, but it had a lot to do with it. And can you imagine if Africans stand in the heat for so long that they start peeling themselves, they start turning to white, they stranded in a beating sun, they get burned to the sun, and they start turning to black to white. No wonder why black people bleach their skin, trying to bleach in a white America, try to be a part. What I'm saying is white people and black people part of each other. They lost a different part of their selves. That's why the white melon and the black melon. Because they said Adam and Eve was come from different melon of the skin of their children. People need to do their research, because that explains why we think the way we feel. So fuck the Klan. I said, did you know that the Ku Klux Klan, not only they come from all the way from South Carolina, they come from all the way from Switzerland? What? When I heard that shit, I just couldn't believe it. All the way from Switzerland. No wonder with the Red Cross with the number 6 on it, them same people stealing the money from Hurricane Katrina. The same folks. And trying to say white Klan. No, it was them and the fucking FEMA. And they should have gave the money to the New Orleans. And knowing them people just stranded up there. And I was angry when I saw that. When them babies are crying and all that stuff. There's no reason they have to deal with this stuff. They wouldn't like it if somebody did the Caucasians like that. They would get fucking outraged and mad. I hate to say it, white brothers. Y'all been lied to from your own government. And you better look what's in that body. And us, we've been lied to. We better understand. I'm going to say this. Black people, white people are a part of our missing link, and we're part of their link to them. And they know it. We know it. But we act like we too damn scared, don't want to address it, don't want to talk about it. Even Obama is come from two different worlds, black and white. I guess if people forget that he got a white mom. Oh, they don't want to talk about that, do they? But they know it. There's some black people right now got some white people in their family. You will protect their family, even though they're not the same complexion as you, but you'll protect them. Same thing, there are white people got some black people in their family, but they'll love them. But for some reason, this is the mindset. So I understand what J Love 47, but I disagree with him. There's a real reason why there's a separation between black and white, because they come from apart from each other from the family tree, from the beginning, from Africa, all this time. And they don't want people to know the goddamn truth. You would think we know it. You would think everybody know it. White people are the pets, man. You look at them, and they are part of our brothers and sisters. Asian people are the sham. Asian people, they are the sham. Some say they Middle East, and black people are him. So that explains why all these damn problems. And it comes from the Great Flood was hit and separate, divided by families, for they can find each other. They're part of their missing family again. So that means they separate the white, they separate the black, they separate the Asian, and it comes to that Great Flood. They tell that story all the time. From that Noah's North, for get everybody fit in with the animals, the people, all that. When the Great Flood hit, it separate apart from each other forever. There's a movie called Black Crystal. Black race and white race are just like that. They're trying to find each other again. They become, instead of one race and two race, they all become in one from every other race. So what is the difference between a black race, white race, Asian, yellow race, brown race, and red race? They all colors, but instead we say color. So it has to be some truth if black can produce any color. But there's two white people can produce albino. Now, I never noticed. I always thought whites can never produce albino. They might can produce black, but I doubt it, because whites always adopted black kids because they lost their melanin. And blacks always, especially black women, I hate to say this, but black women always trying to look more European and knowing she's not white. She know it. But in her mind, I got it in my blood. Well, they're going to tell you what white is and what white's not. And they're going to tell white people what black is, what black's not. Because these racist groups going to tell your ass that. So people, what I'm saying is, we got to remain from each other, remain one another, because we got to stop all this black and white. Because all that's going to do is start a confessional and a fictional of frustration and built illustration. That's what it does. We have to know the real truth, why this stuff is happening. You can look it up for yourself, and it explains why. You better look up the term African American, where Africa came from. But I got another video will show that. And same thing, the term Caucasian. But what I'm saying is, we all part of each other from together, and every race of humanity starts from Africa, to the begin with, to the middle of the end, from all the way to South America, all the way to India, to Australia, to Asia, to Europe, to all the way South America to North America. That explains from the indigenous people, from all indigenous, white indigenous, black indigenous, Asian indigenous, all indigenous people. That explains why. That explains why you got whites and blacks fighting each other for nothing. For nothing. And no wonder why blacks being enslaved, because we still of the tribe of the people Japan, Europeans. There are black Europeans, dark Europeans. There are white Africans. There are South Africans. There are white Africans. There's Asian Africans. There are white Africans. There are Asian Africans. There are Arab Africans. There are Africans of other race, not just black. There are white Asian. There are black Asian. Nobody wants to look at this shit. And for years, this is nothing new. That's why I don't believe in racism in the first place, because it's just a waste of expectation, adaptation, a waste of time. But what I'm saying to this, people, that this is how we're being viewed, especially us as a people. We're being viewed like this because we need to understand Black men, we're not weak. They think we are, and we're not. And white guys are powerful, but they not powerful. They can be weak just as much as us does. Whites can be scared just as much as blacks. But we got to stand united as a front, as a people. Because I know Martin Luther King would have wanted that way. Because I'm going to tell you something. That for all you people out there that love Martin Luther King so much, that what Martin Luther King when he said 100 years later, with an average Negro being colored and an access to the quarter American society and being exiled in his own land. What do Martin Luther King meant when he said that? He meant that we came before every other race. If it's not, then what else he's talking about then? So J Love, stay up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. But I understand what you're coming from. But at the same time, do some research, man. Study the Bible. Not only read it, but study all these other races. Because all these races come apart from each other. And that explains why people fight in the Middle East. That explains why the stuff that goes on in Boston Market, Boston Marathon. That explains what goes on in Hurricane Katrina. That explains what goes on in 9/11. And people to this day, they're trying to say 9/11 was an inside job. And no, it was. It was a jet fuel. It was a jet fuel and explosion. You cannot tell me two damn buildings gonna knock each other out like that. I was fucking 14 years old at that time when I went to school, and I knew I knew there was something wrong with what spec things to happen, because they would spec something a news story way ahead in New York. But when I saw what I saw, it would feel like Armageddon just cutting down on this earth. But we're gonna be all right and man all right. But we just gotta stay apart and keep apart from each other. Don't let this divide and manipulate us in this possession of the reception. We're one race, we one of the people. We one of the same, each the same. Come from different people, different language, different food, and different certain place that we come from certain times. That's all I gotta say. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic Joe to do. This is how we do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace, and I'm out.